Alright, so I'm about to head out there with one of my buddies. Should get something. Viz is not too good. It's a little later in the day. Current is kind of pumping, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not going to be the best day out there, but it's good enough to dive, for sure. Got everything all set up for us to head out there. Just going to be right out there. Down that way a little bit. Should be a nice dive. Like I said, not great viz, but definitely good enough. Sun came back out. Excited for it. Alright, so we made it out to the reef, and the current was far worse than I had expected. We're both kind of struggling just to stay in place, let alone cover ground on the reef. And the visibility is far better on camera than it actually was. But still good enough to see the fish, so. I do see these yellowjack. Take a dive right on top of them. They start swimming away. Generally they turn, so I wasn't worried. But these guys were not turning. So I take a Hail Mary shot and miss. Take another dive, and probably should have been a little bit more relaxed. Took another Hail Mary shot that wasn't even close. You can tell here in this clip how bad the current is because I'm essentially swimming sideways just to get back up. Now this spot I always go to if I don't have much time or it's a day like this where it's not particularly nice out. So I just want to go out there real quick, go to a reliable spot. So I've been going here quite a bit recently. Like I said, it's hard to cover ground with this current, so kind of just slowly getting to the main spot where I generally find most of the fish. Very easy to tell where I'm at because there's always this massive school of bait fish. So I'm just looking for any yellowjack that might be swimming around or any grouper or anything like that that pops their heads out. So here I take a dive on a Graysby grouper that pops out, but I didn't have the camera pointed at it. So I didn't want to take the shot, and then once I had it pointed at it, it pulled up. I end up seeing it pop back out here. So I take another dive on it, and it goes right back in the second I swim down. I try one more time, but I know the current is really bad right now, and they're very difficult to find if they hole up. So you combine that with the current, and I wasn't too willing to keep diving to try and find it. Actually, if you stay tuned to my channel, you'll see that Graysby grouper is about to get eaten. Actually, at the time of recording this, I have it set out to de-thaw and actually eat that grouper. I'm pretty sure it's that same one. I get it about a week later, and I'm going to make a video about that. So here I see a good-sized yellowjack swim by. by itself. It ends up turning to give me a great shot, and I shoot it right through the gills. Shaft goes all the way through. No concern about it ripping off. So here my buddy, he gets a small Almaco jack. He's not very advanced when it comes to spearfishing, or he doesn't spearfish too often, so we were stoked for him. I did not expect him to get a fish on a day like today. So I decide I'm going to try and get one more fish if I can. So I swim around by myself a little bit. Actually, we came out there with a pole spear and my gun, but the pole spear, the band on it broke the first fish I tried to shoot with it. So we ended up just sharing my gun. And this big tarpon comes swinging by. They always scare you because you think they may be a shark or something. At this point in this clip, I can't even really see the tarpon, but I could see the silhouette, and I knew the camera would pick it up well. I always tell people when they ask if I see any sharks, I always tell them, no, I never see any dangerous sharks. The only sharks I see is nurse sharks, and they're not going to do much to you. But one of these days I'll probably regret saying that. Although I'm not too worried about a reef shark. A bull shark would definitely frighten me, or a hammerhead, but people spearfish with sharks around quite often, and they're generally fine. So I'm trying to pick up one more fish here. And I miss again. I could try and come up with some excuses for why I'm missing so much, but sometimes you just miss quite a bit. I am filming with one hand and then shooting the gun with the other. And then the current is really bad here, so I'm not surprised I missed quite a bit. In this clip, you can really tell how bad the current was. I was swimming sideways just to get back up, kicking really hard. So I look to take one more shot, kind of a Hail Mary, and miss again, so I knew that was that. Pretty good amount of meat for two fish, two small fish. Can't complain. we'll eat them up pretty soon. Sashimi, a little bit of fried fish. Right out there. Well, not the best day out there, but we got out there. That's all that matters. My friend was happy, I'm happy. Can't complain when I get to go out in the ocean and spear some fish. So, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.